Welcome back, everybody, to another Voice in the Void. It's your host, as always, Mr. Brandon here, and today I got my special guest. It's my cousin, Mr. Terry Brasfield.
How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, myself, so far, I'm doing all right. Had a long night, but um, yeah. So, if you don't mind, you can go in and do a proper introduction of yourself, what you do, what you have done, whatever it is.
Yeah. My name's Terry Brasfield. I'm currently the director of clinical services for a neuropsychiatric hospital in Mishawaka, Indiana. I've been a social worker for a long time now. I have a master's degree in social work. Before that, I worked in a lot of factories.
Mm,
And then before that, I was in the military. I served as an airborne infantryman, jumped out of airplanes, shotguns, have some combat experience, and looking forward to sharing some of those stories with you guys.
Well, I appreciate you joining me today. I know you're a very busy guy, especially as of lately. So now that you got a kid doing everything that you were trying to do when you were younger.
Man,
So I guess going back, so I know obviously like we're related, so there's a lot of different past. So I guess going back, what was it necessarily that brought you to want to even join into the military at the time?
it sounds super cliche. 9/11. I was uh, like 9 years old when it happened.
Mm,
I remember I was at Pullman Elementary.
yeah.
And they used to have these trailers like set off on the side for some of the science and math classes.
Yep, they still have them there, by the way.
And I remember watching the towers fall while
Yeah.
sitting in those trailers with our teachers crying. And I had no idea what was happening. Like, why is everybody crying? Why are my parents picking me up?
Mm.
Um, and then as I got older, that the moment of watching these grown adults cry over something on TV is just kind of shaped the way that I was viewing the world, and which is ultimately what led to me joining the military.
Fair enough. No, I remember, um, I actually remember sitting in Pullman Elementary myself. I believe I was in second grade at the time, and they rolled in the TV on the on the cart, and yeah, that's what made me want to join. But unfortunately, I got in trouble later on in life. So,
That happens.
but but I mean, you're able to live it up. You did quite a little bit of time over there.
Yeah, I,
Um,
I spent quite a bit of time in the Middle East.
so uh, so I know your nickname has always been LT, right? So did you have the chance to become a lieutenant by any chance? So the
Mm.
LT fit.
No. It was a I enlisted uh just straight out of high school,
Yeah.
and um I got up to sergeant, and then I got out, and I was thinking about re-enlisting after I got my bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Um, we had a kid. It was, I wasn't something I wanted to do as an officer. I'm going to be honest with you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I know plans change over time, but I mean, considering you did go, you spent plenty of time out that way. You got to see a little piece of the world that a lot of people don't get the opportunity to see.
Yeah.
So you got that experience. You were able to bring it. I'm sure you still got stories you could tell probably for days.
Uh,
But and uh I know for a while you went for a couple different degrees, right? So
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, you kept switching, like you couldn't figure out the one that fit best.
I wouldn't word it like
Or
I knew I wanted to do something in the mental health field.
Mhm.
Um, I've got a bachelor's in psychology. I've got a master's degree in psychology. Um, our family is not the most well versed when it comes to college.
Yeah.
So I was lacking in some of the nuances when it comes to the mental health field, I'll say.
Yeah.
Uh, there's not a lot somebody can do with a master's degree in psychology.
Mhm.
Um, I was fortunate to find a position as a therapist in an inpatient residential behavioral and mental health substance use facility.
Mhm.
Um, but even then, that was my limit if I didn't find a path towards licensure, which is
Right.
why I went back and got a master's degree in social work so that I could pursue state licensure, national licensure, and broaden career paths towards helping people.
Okay. Well, I mean, it all sounds cool. I mean, it sounds like you could have become the next Dr. Phil if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Oh man, because so 2 masters. You have 2 masters,
Yes.
2 masters, a bachelor's, and for one, I'm pretty sure you're. I guess it's easy to say you are one of the most educated, at least, in the family.
I think that I have the most master's degrees. Um,
Yes.
I know Bradley has more bachelor's degrees than I do.
Okay. Okay. I knew he got the one. Didn't he just graduate as well? Or am I wrong?
He he's all about the business aspect of things. He has a bachelor's degree in business administration, a master's degree in business administration, has a bachelor's degree in supply chain logistics, and I don't know, at least one other thing. He has like 3 bachelors.
Okay, so he's moving money wise.
He's trying. That's what we
He's
can ask.
moving money wise. All right. I mean, that's all you can do. And lately, that stuff you see all the time is people chasing a different benefit. And well, unfortunately, the world goes round by money.
Yes, it
So if you don't got something, you got nothing. And that's unfortunate how that tends to play out sometimes. But um transitioning into being a civilian again,
Yeah,
like
that was fun.
how how was that transition? Because I know a
It
lot of people, they stay in for 20, 30, whatever years, and when they get out, it's like they go a little insane. And I'm sure it was similar to you for a short period of time, at least, that it was a hard transition back.
Yeah. I got out when I was still fairly young. Um,
Mhm.
and that has its benefits and its
Yeah.
drawbacks. I didn't serve 20, 30 years. So getting out, I was able to find my identity a little quicker, I would say. Um,
Okay.
though getting out at that age, I was full of testosterone. I was thinking I was invincible in every sense of the word. And then you add that in with life trauma, loss of identity, loss of purpose. It was a mess for a long time. I feel like uh,
Hey, I mean, it happens though. Life's.
that it does, that it does. But
But I mean, yeah,
it's not
go
an
ahead.
easy thing for people to do to transition from a place where you know exactly what you're doing, the
Mhm.
where to be, what to wear, what to do. You're told that all the time. Um, and then you get out and you go from being the guy who knows where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be wearing, and just figuring out nothing actually matters in the same way.
Yeah.
Um, it's a huge loss of identity, I would say.
I I guess I can understand that a bit. Um, because you're told you're having more of a structure to do what you want until you can't. And I mean, obviously I never got the opportunity to join, but being a civilian kind of shit. Like it has its perks, right? It has its perks.
Yes, it does.
But Also, it, as far as I'm aware, there's certain things you still can't talk about when you are enlisted. Uh, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, right? Like you have things that you can't dig too down far down on, or there's things that you don't want to ever even think about again. So,
So
how
I
do
will
you?
preface, I was
Yeah, go
not
ahead.
was not any type of special operations.
Hmm.
I was not a super secret government squirrel. Um,
Hmm.
I was basic line infantry who was fortunate enough to add a designator for airborne school. Um, the only thing we couldn't talk about what was happening at the moment. Operational security,
Right.
OPSEC is what limited that. None of
Hmm.
my stories are confidential and top secret. So
Well, I know that, but there's still. I mean, you might have experienced a couple things that you yourself were like,
well,
no, let's block that away, not talk about it again until that time rises back up. That's what I'm talking about, like,
yeah,
because everyone has a story they don't want told.
yeah. I
So,
I have several.
yeah. And, I know, I know you picked up a couple different skills while you're in, because 'cause you're outside of the military. You're an athlete.
Not anymore, but once upon a time.
I mean, getting older, you've had a major injury within the past, what, 5 years?
Yeah, it was 4 years ago.
4 years ago? So, I'm sure you can't do the things you wish you could still do. You might be able to attempt them, but it's gonna come with side effects of pain.
Yeah, yeah. I've surprised myself. I can't run like I used to, but I can still roll and do some jujitsu. I can still squat. I can bench press. I can
Okay.
still work out. It hurts, but I can do it.
Mhm. So has your run changed or is it just slowed down? Do you got a wobble now or what's going
Oh,
on?
I definitely. I look. Well, I'm fat, so my run has changed because of that.
I'm
But
fat. I'm fat. You're still in shape compared to me, so you can.
like, yeah, no, there's a definite like change in the gait of my run because of my hip.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, so even that, I like. I know you probably don't want to talk too far on to that, or you might not care, but
I don't care.
um, with the whole transitioning, you're building this whole future, and now you have people to share it with. You have a wife,
Yeah,
you have 2 kids now. By the way, you always said, "Oh, I don't want any kids." You got 1 kid. This is my last kid. Boom, you got 2.
it's amazing what the right woman will do, right?
Oh yeah, they can change your mind on everything. It just takes time for the power of love to heal the thought in your head, I guess.
We didn't have
Um,
the best childhood, so I was hesitant to bring a kid into this world, knowing how I was raised at points.
yes, that too. Coming from the childhood we had, and or I know yours was a little rougher than what mine was for the most part. But we have different experiences along the same ride.
Yeah,
So, um, even that transitioning from the experiences you've earned, I guess, through a child, bringing it up, you became again an athlete. How did you? I know the conversation's kind of going a little bit of everywhere,
yeah.
but how did you personally manage to make that the change for the better from the childhood you did experience and bringing that onto your teen years to your adult years without allowing it to overcome?
Oh, I didn't. I didn't allow it to not overcome me. It was ever present in my life for the
Okay.
longest time. Um, I was a very good athlete
Yeah.
because I'm very angry, and going through workouts for football and then immediately following that up with wrestling practice allowed me to get my anger out. It allowed a destination so that it didn't sit inside of me. Um,
Fa fair enough.
that's that's where I found my success, right? Even joining the army, uh, going through time in the Middle East, the anger just built for the longest time. I, I would be lying if I sat here and say I found a way to work through it in real time. I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay. So, I mean, you use your anger for the good, so we could compare you to the Hulk then, right?
I didn't use my anger for the good. I used my
Well
anger as an outlet. It hurt people.
well
I'm gonna be
well,
honest. It did.
you you used it in a sense to hurt people, but it helped also bring you into the person you are today. Because you are it's kinda like what people say about me, right? So, we are nice assholes.
Nobody calls
So
me an asshole anymore, believe it or not.
oh,
I'm a
oh,
nice
well, you're a nice what?
I'm a nice guy now.
You're a nice guy, okay.
I don't have a need to be an asshole anymore.
Yeah, I find it fun sometimes still. Still, I mean, it's out of the kindness of my heart. It's not like I'm going out of the way to necessarily pick on people,
Yeah.
but it's if I can't be some type of asshole to you, then is there any real friendship or relationship that's gonna grow from it?
That's fair.
That's just how I look at it. It's just like you want somebody to be truthful with you, even if you don't like it, but a lot of people still pick the people that will lie to you instead of tell you the truth because of your feelings.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, being the so-called asshole, it's because I care about you, whether I know you or not. I want you to get the best.
I won't argue with that. I like that. It's a good way to word it.
So again, it's a nice asshole. um, so you again, you've had the different experiences. And when was the branch that you chose, was that the branch you wanted?
No. I joined the army, but I wanted to join the Marine Corps. Um, the Marines would not take me at the time, and
Okay.
I am thankful every day that I joined the army.
Mhm.
Um, but the Marines wouldn't take me because of tattoos, and I got in trouble when I was a teenager, and the Marine Corps would not take me.
Fair enough. That was one of the answers they gave me. Got in trouble before I was 18 and it was still fresh. Uh and well, I had a daughter that I was trying so hard at the time to keep it on the low so that I was able to join.
Yeah,
They found out. They did more of a search on my name than I thought they did. So, 'cause they found out a little bit extra on the background, and I mean, sometimes I think every day that it was a good thing because my mental health has moments where it flares and I don't know what Imma do with myself. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if Imma react the wrong way or not, but if I woulda joined if I woulda joined the military, I'm sure at some point something very bad would have happened to myself, not necessarily from other people, but possibly from myself.
Yeah.
So I think about that all the time. It's like I do feel unfortunate. I wasn't able to join, but then at the same time, it's fortunate enough that it potentially saved my life. So, but it was all back then. Again, I watched the 9/11 thing when I was in school. I seen everybody else completely distraught. I think I was like 7. I was in second grade when I seen it. I had no idea what was going on, but everybody's upset. Mom came with, I'm not mistaken, with your parents to pick me up, pick all of us up from the school,
Yeah.
and we're still trying to figure out, hey, what's going on with everybody? Why is this? impacting people so much. But because it was a full-fledged, so to speak, attack on our homeland that a lot of people has never seen.
Yeah. Nearly
And
3,000 people perished in those towers.
and not including the people that was on the ground trying to help. Yeah, that was a crazy time. It was a crazy time at that age. But okay, so when you were because I know we used to always do the whole military games, right, when we were younger. Like, oh, we're hunting this one of us down. Half the time it was one of the younger ones hiding. So whether it was myself or someone else, uh, kind of like the cops and robbers thing. We're looking in everything. Then we get in trouble having to clean up the house or whatever, the yard because we trashed it, looking for each other. Um, but would you say, yeah, I might have already asked, but would you say going through that stuff you have helped shape you into the better person you are today?
Yes. Um, Absolutely. The things I've been through, I wouldn't say they made me a better person, but they've shaped my worldview
Mhm.
to make me more accepting and understanding. I don't know if you remember how much you remember about the early 2000s after 9/11. Uh, there was an insane amount of Islamophobia happening.
Yeah.
And I, I would love to sit here and say that I was different and I was okay. No, I fell right into that. Um,
Yeah.
I was even up until my time in the Middle East, I was a fervent believer that it should be ended.
Mhm.
Um, and my experiences in the military, while not always ideal for uh, the people of Afghanistan and the Muslim religion, helped shape that those people are people, right?
Yeah.
I worked with some fantastic interpreters. I was in the military with people who were Muslim, and some of the best people that I know followed that religion, and it took far too long for me to be understanding and accepting of that. Um,
Mhm.
so going through the experiences I did helped broaden some of the limited worldview that I had growing up in rural Michigan.
Well, again, not only we came from a very small town, then you moved to another town that wasn't too much bigger.
Nope.
And again, you built different life experiences traveling, whether it was for work or not, because I guess you can call that work, right?
And they paid me, so
Fair enough. So going abroad, as you say, when and having to learn that everything you have ever been told back home and everything that you have always, I guess, personally witnessed from other people acting so on and so forth. And when you got there, I know you said it took you a while, but how hard was it to necessarily sit there and actually listen to these people when they talk to you overseas?
I lived with our interpreters. Um,
Okay.
I was uh, I was at a combat outpost. We called it Cop Cowboy. It was started by SOF. Um, and we had 27 Americans on this little combat outpost. We had 30 Afghan National Army guys at the other end of the outpost. No fence between us. We shared it.
Mhm.
Um, and then we had our two or three interpreters at any given time there with us. We had Jaleel, who went by Carlos because people had a hard time saying Jaleel apparently.
Okay.
And then we had Ali,
Carlo.
and they were I think Jaleel was just a little bit older than I was at the time, and I was 19,
Mhm.
and Ali was mid 20s, and we would sit and play cards and uh, wrestle. We just hung out when we weren't doing stuff. We spent our time together.
So you
He
were just the boys.
we were just we were 19, 20-year-old kids in a shitty environment, just trying to make the best of it. And we would hang out, we would play cards, we would watch movies. Jaleel would talk about his, the, well, he's married to her now, but girlfriend at the time. And it was experiencing that kind of shaped a little bit of it. Like they're just people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more or less you learned while you were there. You were able to catch an understanding.
Yeah.
That's not shown here, by the way. It's not they won't show you the good parts, like the guys actually connecting with each other. Because again, it's us from a foreign country to them at least. So it's foreign country to foreign country that's trying to help well their country.
Yeah.
Um do you still keep in contact with any of these guys that you have
Yeah.
met?
I actually still keep in contact with Jaleel.
Well, I mean,
He's
I caught that when you said he's married now, so
he's married, he's got 2 kids, he lives in Texas.
okay.
Um, it took him. I could do a whole hour talking shit about the way America handled the interpreters. But it took him almost 11 years to get to the United States
Okay.
after everything when they promised him he would serve, you know, I think it was 4 years as an interpreter and he would be granted ability to come to the United States. But his contract ended. The Taliban had a bounty on his head, and he had to
Oh,
run his entire family all over Afghanistan repeatedly. Um, my team leader in Afghanistan actually is one of the people who led the charge in filing the petitions and making sure he came over here. Um, so he's living in Texas. He's got beautiful wife, 2 beautiful kids. He's doing great.
well, that's awesome. 'Cause, like, I imagine a lot of people, they lose some type of contact.
Yeah.
So, you're still in contact. He's living such a better life now.
Yeah,
Yeah, more of a relaxed life, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
So, how long did it take you to actually stay in contact? Like, was it immediate, like, you got back, you reached out and gave him some of your info, or did it take time for you to learn how to reach back out to him?
So he had Facebook. That's how
Okay.
we got in contact again, and it was probably 2 or 3 years later. Um, I got a friend request from Jaleel, and I accepted it, and we've chatted off and on ever since.
Oh, yeah. So, that was gonna be my next question. Did you search for him or did he search for you? So,
So
that
he found me. I'm pretty sure through my team leader, who was in contact with him continuously.
okay. Well, I mean, that's cool. You're still connect with, certain people from at least that area. And I'm sure you've been in somewhat contact with even people from our side that
Yeah.
has been there, which obviously I know you are with Casey.
Yes.
Like y'all are pretty good friends.
He
Uh,
was just over a couple weeks ago.
you said he was just over.
Couple weeks ago, yeah, he was over. I
Oh.
think 2 weeks ago.
Well, next time you see him, say what's up, fucker. Um, no, it's cool because again, it's different countries coming together. Not
Yeah.
only right. But then you have people from the different countries actually trying to help each other get into some better way of life, whether everything we are told about other said countries are true or not.
I don't know if it's not true so much as they just give us a small picture, right?
Yeah.
It's like looking at a situation. It's like trying to do a puzzle with a magnifying glass. You just don't fucking get the whole picture.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I understand they can't share everything, but if they could share the important things instead of the
You
bottom
could,
of it, bottom of the barrel.
you could get me going for a whole hour on propaganda in this country and how the media feeds us bad information because that's what our brain retains. Right?
Well, because that's what gets the attention.
Yeah. Our
And
brains are hardwired for fear. So
yeah, unfortunately, that's very true, and it shouldn't be the case. But that's how it works. Is just like showing bright colors. It doesn't matter what they put. You put some type of bright color behind whatever it might be, it's going to draw some attention, and that's more or less what they're doing. They red, white, and blue is supposed to be everyone united, but it's not everyone's united. I guess I'll cut off from part of that, but it's because I can go a while with that conversation as well, and I know I don't want to dig too far in that right now.
no,
Um,
you don't. I promise.
so let me see. Um, how was it when you finally got the opportunity to not only regroup yourself, but you've expanded yourself into this family, like into your family.
Yeah.
So, how was that change for you for allowing Allie to get in, allowing her to actually love you? Because I believe in the saying, right? You can't love someone else till you find the love for yourself. And how
Yeah.
did you accept that? Like, how did you finally say it's time? Like, time for that change?
It took a long time. Um,
Mhm.
I got out and I was a mess. I worked in factories and drank constantly. Um, and that didn't change when I met Allie. Uh,
Yeah.
Still drank. I still worked in factories doing manual labor for whatever. And it took probably a year of her just staying, right? Not because I'd had other people in my life who I was not a nice person. I
Mhm.
wasn't a nice asshole back then. I was an asshole. Uh, and, and people left a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, and I was okay with that back then. Like, fuck it, just leave. I don't care. She didn't. Like,
Mhm.
I was a fuck. I was a shithead. And I gave
Mhm.
her every reason to not be with me. And she didn't leave. Um,
Yeah.
and that was a defining moment in my life. Realizing that my attitude, my actions weren't going to push this girl away, and some significant personal growth.
Okay. I like that. That's a great answer. Uh,
I've thought a lot
because
about it.
well, I'm sure because again, the upbringing, the experiences, the stuff you've gone through throughout your life up until even just meeting her for
Yeah,
the final time. And again, she's a great person. She's a very cool
way too
person.
good for me. Way too good for me.
That was gonna be my next thing. I was gonna say way too good. How she decided, hey, this is the fucking guy. But
I'll take it.
right, hey, every tough guy needs someone to settle them down. So, and that's how I look at it with my old lady,
Yep.
Brittany. If frankly, if it wasn't for her, who fucking knows?
Yeah. She keeps you
um,
grounded.
she does not mind smacking me in the back of the head if she needs to.
You need it.
I definitely do. I got a hard ass head, so um, but you allowed it, and like, I'm sure it feels sometimes it feels like it's more than you deserve,
Yes.
but you're allowing it, which is the better side of things. Because frankly, if you allowed the "oh, it's better than what I deserve" thought to take over all the time, the relationship could potentially tumble.
Yeah.
And again, she's a great person. Like she's dealt with you obviously. She's smacked you in the back of the head quite a few times and said, "Hey, get your shit together." She she's
That
gone
doesn't work for me.
through.
That
You
doesn't
said
work.
what?
The slap in the back of the head, get your shit together, doesn't work for me. She,
Well, it took a
she
while
knows,
for it to work on me.
it still doesn't work on me. She knows how to push my buttons in a way that gets the results.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what makes her so successful.
Mhm.
Um, I'm very impulsive, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and she doesn't tell me no, because no is like a trigger word in my mind that tells me do
Like
it even
bet.
more now. So she knows how to play, and I'm aware of this. I've been aware of this for the past probably 9 years,
That's
but
funny.
I it still works every time.
So is go ahead, do what you want to do. Then you're like, I don't think I want to do it no more. Is I was
Basically,
looking for the pushback and I didn't get it. um, it tends to be the same thing a lot of time for me as well.
I have
But
no.
you know, I acknowledge the smack in the back of the head nowadays. Which again, she's been with me through a lot of different shit, and Allie's been with you through a lot of different shit.
Yeah,
She was there to help get your head back on track with that accident you had years ago. She's obviously helped push you to be at least somewhat of a better person. I'm
yeah,
sure she's someone you definitely listen to. Like, if she
yeah.
tells you something, you acknowledge what she says. You don't just write it off and throw it away.
I never. She's she's my better half, and if
Mhm.
I can't listen to the better half of me, then I'm a failure, and I refuse
Right.
to be a failure.
Yeah. I tell Brittany all the time, she's the light in the day. If it wasn't for her, I don't know what I would be doing. So,
Won't argue with that.
hey, I've put her through some ringers, and the fact that she still decided, hey, I'm still gonna be here. I'm still push you to do better, even if I don't agree with what you're doing. That's fine. Like this, at first, she wasn't as much for it, but then she started watching some of the clips, actually paying attention to what I'm doing, and it's to spread the word. It's to get the untold stories put out there that may potentially help other people. Because again, even kind of like our situation, your situation a little worse than mine, but you came up through it. You pushed yourself into a better light. You found the right people to have in your corner to help push you in the direction you should be going instead of rolling down the hill. So it's the whole point of what the voice in the void is. Get them stories to people that may have the same feeling, the same experiences, might just be on a different track. It's just what it is. And she sees it now. And it feels good. And getting the different acknowledgement from other people, it makes a difference in my thoughts
Yeah.
because, and I'm sure in the same sense it does for you, you find, and it might be a little bit, as they call selfish in a way, because you're finding appreciation and the success from other people, like whether someone's doing down and dirty, like they're going through the roughest patch of their life, but you're still there to help push them through it. And it still feels good to you. So I guess in a way it's selfish in a sense. But
Yeah.
there could be worse types of selfishness. I could look
Argue.
at you rolling down the hill and keep throwing rocks behind you so you keep moving. But I'd rather help you get that voice out. I'd rather help you get through whatever you're going through. So, and you're doing the pretty much that in a different sense. You're helping talk with people that need that. You're working in a neuro uh
A
hospital, right?
neuropsychiatric hospital. Yeah.
You're helping people every day in a different way than even I could ever get to being able to do. You're you're acknowledging it. You're helping the people get through some of the toughest times in their life. And I'm sure it puts a smile on your face when you find out, hey, they're doing way better.
Yeah.
Because
I
that's
mean,
what you want.
that's part of the reason why I got into the mental health field.
Mhm.
Because I've seen it. I've seen the worst. I've seen the basement of rock bottom.
Mhm.
Uh, I know it has a ladder.
Yeah. You just sometimes need help climbing the ladder.
Ain't that the truth?
But um yeah, I'm sure that it shines a new light on you when the positive comes through. I'm sure. Like when you help somebody finally get back on the ladder, as you say, and they're accepting your help. So I'm sure that helps. And while they found the right person to be in that field, because you are, again, you're who I would call a nice asshole as of now, right? But
Yeah.
you're you your acknowledgement. You pay attention to everything around you. You always have. You've been the same way since you were a little kid for the most part. You paid attention to the surroundings, which I got a lot of that from watching you growing up because I do the same thing still. I paid attention to everything around me and seeing you, Bradley, Joey, Bobby, even go through the different stuff all of you have gone through and still you're doing better.
Yeah.
A lot better than I'm sure a lot of people thought you guys were going to. I'm sure a lot of people wrote you guys off a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. I was destined for jail when I was a teenager. Um,
I was told that a lot. But you're not,
I'm not.
obviously. You're not, and you broke that cycle, you broke the chain. You've created a new link to your life, and now you're passing down for the better to your kids.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's
the
that's what we want as parents, right?
exactly, and again, I said this in one of my other recordings, I believe in the generational curse for the most part,
Yeah.
um, and our family has a lot of that, but there's certain members of our family that definitely fell deeper down that hole, and then there's certain members of our family that they're changing their way. Like
Yeah.
they decided that's not for me. I want to escape where I'm from. I want to escape what I've been through and never look back at it again after I express it the one time.
It's hard.
And
It's so hard, right?
oh, it is very hard. But again, there's unfortunately there's always people that have it worse and that they don't know that way out. They don't have people helping point them in the right direction. Hence, again, I watched you go from a a kid that was getting in trouble all the time, also a kid that got hurt quite a bit. um, but I watched you go from a kid getting hurt all the time to the person you are today. And sure, sometimes play the know-it-all role, but who doesn't, right?
Well, I know a whole lot, man.
Oh, exactly. I mean, you're definitely educated in that sense. You know a lot about a lot. You've had the time to be able to get that experience. You've taken the time, even when you didn't have the actual time to do it, to get those learnings. And it brought you to where you are today. Again, you're what I call a nice asshole. You made it out of the rut a lot of our family's still in.
Yeah. And
And go ahead.
I think I think it's important that when you talk about the idea of generational curses, it only takes one person to break it, right?
Mm.
Um, I am not going to take credit for anything. I'm just going to point out my role in my family.
Right.
Um, I am wholly not responsible for the majority of the stuff that happens,
Hmm.
but I like to push people.
Yeah.
Um, Bradley got out of the Marine Corps and he jumped from job to job to job. He could not keep a job. He was
Yeah.
struggling with a ton. Being he's my little brother, I had a lot of his information and I applied to college for him. I put all the information in and he got accepted and he started school. He now has an MBA and like 3 bachelor's degrees. He owns a house. He's
Yeah.
married with 3 great kids.
Yeah.
He still calls me asking about advice towards his mortgage or something like that. I'm not the guy to
Right.
ask. I don't know a whole lot. Um, my mom and dad have been clean for a few years now.
Yeah.
And a year and a half ago, my dad in his 50s went and graduated and got his CDL. It's been a dream of his for 30 something years since I was a little kid. And he did it. And watching him work his ass off during that schooling,
Yeah.
taking notes, writing things down, trying to remember things. It,
Oh yeah.
it's inspirational seeing him push that. Um,
Right.
Watching my mom get promoted at work because she can do it. She just needs the push to do it.
Right.
Tasha, with everything she's had going on with her health, is working to buy a house right now.
Yeah.
She has had terrible relationships and she's married to Mike. She's her daughter graduates school in less than a week.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it it doesn't have to be I broke the generational curse for me and my kids because it's not,
Mhm.
right? We did. My kids are never going to experience what I experienced growing up.
Right.
But I can also push my family to
Yeah.
break their own cycles.
Hmm.
And
Sometimes it takes someone to help break the cycle, and obviously you've helped change the cycles for other people.
that's that's what I can do. I can push people to do better. And I am very good at pushing people.
Yeah, buttons and all.
Sometimes that's what
um.
needs to be pushed.
Oh yeah. No. Sometimes that button can help again change the path you're going down. And again, I've watched you change your life around. I've watched Bradley change his life around. I watched Joey since I've been down here. I've watched him change from living in a trailer it was a great trailer, but it had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Then finally decide, hey, I think it's time for better. And now he's living in this really
$1 million house.
gorgeous house. Yeah,
Yeah.
$500,000 house. And it's it's gorgeous. And he's worked really hard to get to where he's at. And frankly, it's solid work. It's not like he's working in an office all the time. He's not only pushing pencils.
Yeah.
And he did it solely because he doesn't want his kids to experience the same stuff he went through.
Yeah.
And I'm I'm seeing you, I'm seeing Bradley, I'm seeing Joey, I'm even Tasha, she's made a hell of a change. And yeah, she's been battling all her different issues. I've seen Bobby change from where he came from
Man,
to what
that's
he is today.
it still blows my mind seeing I will take zero credit for Bobby. That was all
Yeah.
Amanda. Um
Oh yeah.
he went from sitting in his room smoking weed all day to buying a big ass house that had an elevator in it cuz
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
uh to selling it to basically running his entire company.
Yeah,
Um,
and he's about to
they're
be buying it soon, right?
they're working on buying it. Like that
Yeah.
is, oh man, it's a huge shift. It's fantastic to
Oh,
see.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely a breaker. Like he that's what I'm saying though. Like he came from, I'm pretty sure,
Worse.
debt way almost nothing.
Yeah.
And I know watching him come up to the point he is today, that's a drastic change first off. And again, it's him, it's you, it's Bradley, it's Joey, Tasha for some aspects as well because of the stuff she's gone through. I'm watching my sister-in-law with the different things that she's been going through and still making do with everything.
Yeah.
I'm watching
Your
Brittany.
brother lose weight, right?
Yeah, my brother's losing weight, getting way healthier.
Yeah.
He's finally holding a job that's not seasonal, and he's doing great with it.
Yeah.
I got my wife, she's going to work every day with cerebral palsy. Might not be as bad as other people,
But it's
but
there.
it's there, and she has the issues with her lower half. So she's doing this. I'm watching my dad go to work. Well, I'm gonna say 8 days out of the week because that's pretty much what it is. He's never having time to do anything,
Yeah.
and I'm watching everybody around me do something, slowly trying to change things. And again, I was sitting in a shed, smoking my life away, getting high nonstop and hating my life to the point where I was this close to finally saying, fuck it, I'm done. And Brittany came up to me, said, hey, what do you think about leaving? What do you think about finally moving?
Yeah.
And we did. Obviously, we moved a day away from everything I knew. And my life has done nothing but move up. And it's watching everybody around me. It's seeing everybody around me from family that has had damn near nothing in their life, and watching people go through all these struggles with their physical health, mental health, and me battling my own mental health and finally deciding, hey, and having the right person by my side to help push me to where I needed to be. And so far, it's working out
Yeah.
very good. So, but it's being able to see the change is what a lot of people need. And I know it's what I needed. And I, I can finally say that for our family, I have some real love
Yeah.
for the experiences that we've gone through. Sure, a little bit of resentment, but real love for everyone in the family. Watching everybody make positive changes that's very much so needed.
Yeah.
And uh, I don't know what else to say about that.
I,
Uh,
I think the only thing to add would be knowing change is possible changes things
Right.
without a doubt. For our parents' generation, for our grandparents' generation, they didn't know how to or what to change.
Yes. Yeah.
I would not be where I'm at today if I had not joined the military. Bradley
Right.
would be where he's at had he not joined the military.
Mhm.
We were fortunate that we had that as something we could do,
Right.
but it gave us an avenue of change. And once change was possible, it spreads. So
Right.
just
Well,
knowing that you can do better and change
mhm.
makes things easier to change.
Right. Exactly. I don't know what else to add with that. I think that's honestly a great way to end this.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I know you
of
didn't have
course.
to.
I appreciate you asking.
It's been, like I said, a long time coming for it. Uh, I know I haven't been doing this too long, but it's been a long time coming, especially to spread a potential change. And you've obviously made it happen. And a lot of other people that's down and dirty, you can definitely make that change if you need.
Yeah,
So,
it's possible.
very
You just
much
got to take
so,
those steps.
definitely. Sometimes you can skip, but it doesn't always work that way.
Not everybody has that opportunity, but if you do, jump it.
Exactly, exactly. Just gotta know the right people. Um, Again, thank you for joining. Bye, everybody.
Bye.